man. That's the boss. That's the boss. Oh, it's got my stevia. Not the boss. Apartment R in the building. Apartment R. Wasn't that you that said you're trying to be a moderator? You said you think you deserve it? When are you? It's funny you say that, because they do. Whenever I take a lunch break, hell, if I go to the bathroom, take a shit, they start stealing. I don't work here at Starbucks, obviously, right? That's why this is a Starbucks rant. But this Starbucks is not far from my job. They just opened it. They actually opened it like a week before I left. I didn't even know that. So when I just got back to work today, people at work were saying, there's a Starbucks up the street. I said, no, it ain't. You see, I think they opened it the same day, the same week you left. So I came to pull up, and sure enough, so this Starbucks is not far from my job. I asked them, they actually said they opened on the 18th of last month, September. So that's about a little more than a week before I left. Funny, it's only a few blocks down, but I normally don't come this far down, this direction away from my job. So, yeah, it looked like I got a new spot. And I said, oh, man, do you know, I told them, do you guys know where you at? This part of Oakland, you know where you at? So, good luck to them, man. maybe they should hire me. Good luck to them. But yeah, I'm just on my lunch break. I'm on my lunch break from my job down the street. And I said, you know what? Let me do a Starbucks rant. I plan to do one tomorrow. Believe it or not. Tomorrow afternoon, I say it now, I was already planning on Friday to do a Starbucks rant in Oakland tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, when I get off work. Apartment R. All right. Well, here we go. Oh, hell no. Not that. Congratulations on your Battlefield promotion. Apartment R, your Battlefield promotion. You are my newest moderator. I remember when I was on trip a couple weeks ago, you was like, big boss, I deserve to be a moderator. I said, oh, really? You deserve. Okay. So you the one who decides who you think deserves to be a moderator. And I told you be patient. So shout out to you, Apartment R. Shout out to you, Apartment R. My newest moderator. First day back at work. Oh, man. So, yeah, it is what it is. Back in America, man. Back at work. This is kind of the uniform I wear. It's not my uniform. My job, no. I do what I want. I do what I want, man. I am wearing my vest under here, though, right? I'm wearing my, does it even show up? Yeah, I'm wearing my bulletproof vest. Does this vest even kind of show up on camera? I don't know if they're doing that. That's my vest. But outside of that, and I have my gun on my hip, and I think I can pull it out. But, where's that? Where's that? Oh, there you go. Yeah. Don't really want to touch it. Don't really want to touch it, right? While I'm around people, don't want to pull it out, right? But oh, that's what's up. Cash it out. You don't have to, bro. You don't have to. Okay. Appreciate your apartment. Oh, you didn't have to do that, man. I didn't do it for that. I didn't do it for that. But thank you, apartment R. Thank you anyway. I appreciate loyalty. Especially these days, man. So much hate and foolishness and trolling and bullshit on the internet. It's good to have solid, consistent people. And between you, apartment R, between you and Jamie's, y'all, it's a toss-up between who's first. Whenever I go live, no notification on that. You must have your notification turned on for real. As soon as I go live, if it's not Jamie's, then it's you. That's first in the chat. So shout out to apartment R. Yeah, this won't be long. I did it just to do it, really. And in my mind, I already decided the other day, the next time I go live, and the next time you're on the stream, I was gonna promote you. I decided the other day. So it just happened to be today. I guess you didn't tune in last night. I was live last night. It was a lot later than it was supposed to be. I was like 2 hours late. I was 2 hours late, and I still had, about 30 people, like 30. I got up to like 40 at one point, 38, 40 people in the chat. But if I would have went on time, it probably would have been more. Mostly because subject matter, right? Just all interest. Boss is back in America. That's all it is. Whether I get those people regularly or not, they're being nosy. They're tuning in to see what boss has to say. First time, first back in America after 3 weeks. And if I'd have went on time, I would have had more people, but the nigga was tired. What'd you say, Big Mike? Salute, Big Boss. You made it back to the States. And get so social media or trolling and the dress didn't hold any base. That's really outside. That's an interesting note. That's what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. On tomorrow's why are you bald? Because I shaved my head, that's why. I'm gonna speak on that on tomorrow's stream. This stream is just a little I don't know. I don't even know I went live. I guess I went live basically to give apartment R his wrench. We'll say that. I went live just now while I'm at work. Well, not at work, but while I'm on lunch break at work, I went live to give apartment R his wrench. And I guess you could say it's technically my first Starbucks rant at home in America. My first Starbucks. Well, that's interesting. Around the time I first started my channel, like for real, about 14, 15 years ago, when I think I was homeless. I think I was homeless when I first started my channel, or very shortly around that time. And so and then my content was different. I was still involved in the church, believe it or not. So my content was all the way different. Yeah, I was talking like religious type stuff. I was in the church. And a lot of those live streams were in Starbucks. Most was in my car where I was living, right? Most of them was in my car. And if they wasn't in my car, then they were in Starbucks. Because I was homeless, and I would be in Starbucks all day, using a Wi-Fi, reading my books, studying. Yeah, I think I was still in school. I was still finishing some classes when I was homeless too. So I was doing some of my homework. I would do some of my homework in Starbucks. Do my homework in Starbucks. And when I finished my homework, I used to read a lot, believe it or not. That's why I know so much. I used to read a lot. I was in the church, and I was actually homeless, living in my cars. So you could say those were my first Starbucks rants. Long time ago. About 15 years now, I think. So obviously years ago, I rebranded the channel, and I buried all those videos. They're on my channel, but you know, they're all locked and buried. Yeah, believe it or not. I know most of you guys know I used to be a preacher back in the day, right? I wasn't a pastor. I was a deacon, but I used to be a preacher, and I used to do Bible studies, all that kind of stuff. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, David said. And look at me now. I'm a traveling manga. Memories Lane. Yep. My first Starbucks rant. But anyway, that's not what it is now. Y'all know what time I'm on? Y'all have recently seen Bossy Boss overseas in Africa, South Africa, and Kenya, Cape Town, Durban, and Mombasa. Now I'm back to work. Back to work. To catch the bad guys. Oh man. Jordan, so you made it to Kenya yet? You made it to Kenya yet, Jordan? I know you're already traveling. Apartment R. From the church to the brothels. Oh, man. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to be on T-Will channel? Not necessarily. I mean, why? They say something over there? I haven't spoken to T-Will. Yeah, shout out to T-Will though. T-Will, matter of fact, okay, so wait a minute. T-Will has his own channel now? As far as I know, T-Will was, you know, he was like a moderator, a mega moderator and a channel manager for, who was that? Bando? Shout out to Bando. So, T-Will got his own channel, that's what's up. T-Will is the new Razor Ray spot over there, aka the new hangout spot. Okay, that's what's up. T-Will got his own channel. About time, he should. He should. You know, he puts a lot of work into other people's channels, and I don't know if they fully appreciate him. Oh, Jordan, that's what's up, man. You in Nairobi now? Shout out to you, Jordan, man. I tell you, man. One bro leaves and another one comes on. One bro leaves and another one comes on. Okay, that's his link. I'm going to check it out. Shout out to T-Will. Yeah, he's good people. T-Will, he had made a brief little, short little snippet of like an intro song for Big Boss. He just made it on his own. That was dope. He didn't give it to me, but he aired it. I don't know what got into him. I don't know what made him do it. But he saw that I was in the chat. Shout out to Bando. I was in Bando's chat, watching the stream, commenting. And out of nowhere, T Will just played this track, Big Boss, Real Talk, something, something. I said, oh shit, that's dope. Never heard nothing else about it. He didn't even message me, say, do you want it? He didn't try to sell it to me, or give it to me. But it was dope that he did it. So, shout out to T Will. Yeah, T Will is absolutely somebody I can work with. I can work with T Will. Shout out to him. Enjoy those, man, African national meat, man. Nairobi. I did the Mubasa, and I'm going to talk about this more probably tomorrow. Definitely next week on Travel Talk Tuesday. On Travel Talk Tuesday next week. But I'm doing a pop-up. It ain't a pop-up no more because I told you guys. But there's only a few people in here, so you're right. Don't tell nobody. So tomorrow afternoon, my time, I will be doing a proper Starbucks rant in Oakland. So I plan to do that tomorrow. Interestingly enough, after I go take my test. I told you guys, yes, I do get tested. I get tested every 8 to 10 weeks. And it's just interesting, it was already set up for my next test to be Friday, October 24th. Friday, October 24th, I go to get full testing, full battery of tests. So yes, they're testing for everything. I told you I get tested. So obviously, it takes months for stuff to show up, right? So I've been testing now for over a year, about a year and a half. So anything I may or may not have contracted this last trip won't show up till at least maybe 2 or 3 tests from now. But I'm tested every 8 to 10 weeks. I'm tested every 8 to 10 weeks for the last year and a half. And I'm going to keep on testing. I'm going to keep on. So eventually, one of them tests will show whatever. This test is basically showing whatever I had in my body from months ago. But I get tested regularly. So tomorrow, after I get off work, I'm going to get tested, real quick. And after I take my test, before I go to my night job, the hours in between, I'm going to do a live. Because I'm not really hitting the gym this week. I'll probably hit the gym next week. Hell, might as well make it an even month. Might as well make it an even month with hitting the gym, let my body fully relax. I mean, I already haven't lifted a weight in 3 weeks, right? I already haven't lifted a weight in 3 weeks, so just let my body relax. Because I went back to work today on Thursday, right? The last 2 days. I went to work Thursday, Friday. Every day count. I landed yesterday on Wednesday. The 22nd. And I'm back at work Thursday, the 23rd. Oh, matter of fact, I went to my night job last night. I sure did. After I did the stream, after I did the live stream, I went to my night job last night. And after I got off at 3 in the morning, my time, 3 a.m., my routine, lay down for a few hours, back at the day job, 7 a.m. Oh, man. I told you I worked. The grind started immediately. I landed on Wednesday afternoon. Went to work Wednesday night at my day job Thursday and Friday. This is 2 days. Thursday, Friday, off the weekend, back Monday. So since it's the last 2 days of the week, Thursday, Friday, and I'm not going to go to the gym, I said, let me just go live. So tomorrow after work, and after I go get my shot and get tested, it's a certain Starbucks I'm going to near downtown Oakland. Interestingly enough, the Starbucks I plan to go to is like right on the street where they have the First Fridays. If you guys will follow my channel, sometimes I make it out to the Oakland's First Fridays. Yeah, I went to the first Friday of September, right? But obviously I didn't hit the first Friday of October because I was gone. I was in Cape Town. I might do the first Friday of November, but I tend to not to do the first Fridays in the later months because it get cold, man. It gets cold and it gets dark early. The first Fridays during the summer be lit. The first Friday during the summer be lit. So I might hit first Friday of November, I guess. But during first Friday they block off the street. Traffic cannot go that way, and they set up vendor booths. They set up a stage. People be performing, and it's lit. It's dope. But anyway, the Starbucks I'm going to is right there. It won't be first Friday, right? But that's where I'm going because it's in the same. It's not too far from the health clinic I go to. The health clinic I go to get my testing is not too far. So after I get off work, I'm gonna go to take my test, and after my test, I'm gonna do a first Friday. I'm gonna do my. Well, I can't even say my. I was gonna say my first Starbucks coffee rant, but technically this is my first. But this is unofficial. This don't count. This one don't count. Tomorrow will be a proper Starbucks rant. Starbucks rant back in the States. Oh man. The flight home, Jordan, long. Oh, 4 black righteous folk home. Glad you made it back safely. Will you reveal the results? Absolutely. I guess. I mean, I hadn't before now, but now since it's a thing. But again, remember, even then, the results that people are worried about, because they say Africa, right? Africa has so much HIV, and I guess they do. Shout out to them, though. Prayer to the people. I think you tried to point out, Miss 4 black righteous folks home. The test at the time reveals what you already have in your system for months. So even then, anything I may or may not have contracted during this trip won't even be on this test anyway. It would be like on a following test, and I get it every 8 to 10 weeks. So maybe the second or third test I take will probably reveal whatever, if I have contracted anything. This test is going to reveal from whatever. So yeah, I can, absolutely. I can. I got tiger blood. I told y'all that. Oh man. Yeah, the flight, man, long. I had crappy seats. Until I get rich, I can't sit in first class, so I had crappy seats. But I dealt with it. Again, those Thailand flights, actually prepared me for Africa. The Africa flights are longer. But the Thailand flights prepared me. So it is what it is, man. It's a little bit of pain, struggle to endure. My knees always act up on me. My knees act up a little bit, but since I had dropped some weight, lost some weight, and I did a lot of things to heal a lot of my inflammation, overall inflammation in my body, my inflammatory markers, my knees got a lot better. And it's funny, I'm heavier now, but I have more muscle. But yeah, when I was more out of shape and even heavier with more fat and a lot of more inflammation, them long flights, my knees would be killing me, man. My knees, sitting too long, my knees would kill me, and I had to get up, start walking around. The flight attendants be mad at me, tell me sit down, and I wouldn't, right? But yeah, I told you I'm in the health. Look at me, I'm 53. Now yeah, I'm old, I'm obviously old, but look at my skin. My muscle tone. At 53, I take care of myself, man. I work out. When I'm on my shit, I do that keto. I do keto, and I do a version of keto, ketovore. When I'm really on my shit, I only eat once a day. I fast. I do intermittent fasting, and sometimes I do extended fasting or dry fasting or water fasting. I'm on my health shit, man. So, that's another thing. All these people are like, oh, this and that. But it's ignorant because a lot of you guys don't know. Like you just don't know. I'm on my health shit, bro. I get tested. I take supplements. I work out. I'm on my health shit. Now, when I'm on vacation, yeah, I eat junk. I drink soda. I eat fries, potato, and carbs. But when I'm really on my shit, when I'm locked in, when I'm dialed in, I'm on my shit, man. You know, except if I fuck up some time and eat some pancakes and some waffles. That's my favorite cheat food. My favorite cheat food is waffles/pancakes. Love them, love them, love them. Yeah, but I'll be on my health shit, bro. That's why I'm 50-something years old, tussling with youngsters. Tussling with youngsters half my age who think they big and bad. And I slang with the best of them. Jordan, man, my 7-hour flight to Kenya was long and rough flight. LAX to Istanbul. Right, because you was in Istanbul. Was 13 hours and didn't feel it. Whoa, you didn't feel it? You was in business class? You might have been in first class. You was in business class. You said you didn't feel it? How you didn't feel 13 hours? I'm absolutely going to feel 13 hours. My flight back yesterday, wow. My flight back yesterday was 11 hours from Paris, France. A nigga in Paris. From Paris, France to San Francisco was 11 hours. I felt every bit of that. And then from Nairobi to Paris, was it 7 hours? It might have been 6 or 7 hours. I think it was 6 or 7 hours from Nairobi to Paris. And then from Paris to Frisco, 11 hours. Fuck. And I'm back to work. And remember, I went to work last night too. And I'm going to work tonight. That's how I pay for these trips. Hold on 1 second. Economy. I set an emergency. Boom. That's the one. The emergency exit row. Hold on 1 second. Let me clock back in. I'll get to work in a minute. It shouldn't mess up. I gotta back out the clock in because we clock in and out on our phone. Hold on for the one tie. All right. Hope my boss ain't watching this. It said you are 4 minutes late to clock back in. Whatever. And I'm not even at work. I'm down. I'm not too far. They know what's up. They know what's up. Hell, when I'm there at work, I'll be on my lunch, clocked out and everything, not getting paid, clocked out. I still be catching fools. You know, I don't let people steal right in front of me. So it don't matter. So that gives you a lot of leeway and latitude. So yeah. Fun fact, the bad guys in this neighborhood, they call me RoboCop. I said RoboCop. They call me RoboCop. So I know they had fun when I was gone. But interesting enough, I'm surprised. I don't know if they pull on my leg or not, but my coworkers were telling me it wasn't that bad while I was gone. I said, what? I don't believe it. They see what I go through when I'm there. So I don't know. Maybe I bring the bad guys, right? What did Vision say? Vision says, your strength he's what he said, talking about the Avengers. Our strength invites challenge. Because we are strong, people want to challenge us. Our strength invites challenge. So, hey, maybe I bring the drama. I don't know. I said, I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. I'm gone for 3 weeks. I'm surprised this place is standing. I said, no, we didn't have that many problems. Then, well, they stole this, they took that, and this and that. But all the stuff that, like, be happening when you here and you be on it, I said, wow. God is good then, I guess. Lucky y'all. So, we'll see. But I'm back. The boss is back. The sheriff is back in town. I don't play. They know I don't play. They call me RoboCop. If you guys feel so inclined, I shouldn't say this. Go to Instagram and Ghetto Zone. That's all I'm gonna say. It should pop up. Type in Ghetto Zone. You see yours truly at work, body slamming people, tussling with people. Yeah, so I be getting into it so much. 'Cause I went viral on other people's stuff at work. I said, ain't that about nothing? How come I can't go viral on YouTube? I've been viral a couple times locally on people's TikToks and stuff like that. And, you know, it kind of don't fit the channel. So it's like, you know, I can't really put that on Big Boss Real Talk. You know, two different personas. But I'm known. Just say I'm known. People come, people come to my job. Oh, you that one they talk about. I seen you. And people be making jokes. Let me pay for my stuff. I don't want him to tackle me. I seen you. Hey, I tell people all the time, you come in here, just act right. You see me, I'm 275 pounds. You see me, strapped with a gun. I don't play, act right. You know? So let me go back and regulate. But yeah, I'm about to land this plane. What y'all talking about? You the drama destroyer. Come on, brother, be good to yourself. I don't know. I almost couldn't believe it. Another funny thing is, some of the younger kids at the job, they follow me on YouTube. They said, man, as soon as I got back to work, we saw your Starbucks rant. You was in the mall, and you would turn the camera around when a girl walked by. I said, what? I said, what, I did this? So that was just too funny. Man, how was it? How was it, man? How much you need? How much you be spending? How many racks? Is 2,000 enough or 3,000 enough? Man, you be having fun. So it is crazy, man. It does get a little weird when your lives start combining. When your online life starts merging with your real life, it gets a little weird, right? But it is what it is, man. But I tell them, yeah, you're right. You damn right. Tell them. Yeah, I tell them, man. I tell them, I'm not here for show. I'm not, you know, and I get it. Some guards are like that. Technically, our rules are observe and report. Hands off. Observe, report, hands off. You're not going to steal in front of me, period. You're not going to steal in front of me. If I have to go against the fire code and lock that door and lock you in there with me until you understand, you're not stealing in front of me. So you can put it back or you can go through me. So, yeah. That's why they love me. Bonnie D back. Hey, what's up, Bonnie D back? Hello. Yeah, I'm about to land this plane. I do have to get back to work, though, at the end of the day, right? At this point, I am on the clock. The bad guys in your neighborhood rejoice. Yeah, right? I know they do. RoboCop is gone. You do too much. You need to work for Oakland Police. Why you take your job so serious? You take your job too serious. You need to work for the Oakland Police. You need to go play for the Raiders. Hey, the Raiders not here no more. I guess because I'm big. You need to play for the Raiders. You need to work for Oakland Police. Why you take your job so serious? You RoboCop. You got all that stuff on. Take that stuff off. What time you get off? I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to shoot this place up. I hear all of that, man. I hear so many threats. I'm threatened every day, just about. I'm threatened every day. So I'm going to talk about, you know, the threats that I got from some Africans before I went on my trip. The threats I was receiving. I don't take kindly to threats. I don't play. This is real life. I don't play. I don't play. Don't fucking threaten me. I do this for real. Right? Relax. Big Boss Real Talk, man. Oh, man. From Oakland, California. at work. So I'm about to get back to work, guys. If you like to write random lists and stories on paper, pass the time on long flight. Okay, okay. I'm just going through the chat because I do got to get back to work. Um, how's it going? Okay. Yeah, I just watch movies. The flight yesterday, or the flight. Oh, my flights. I watched. What did I watch? I watched The Accountant 2. That was dope. I finally watched that Oppenheimer. You know, a story about the atomic bomb, how they built the atomic bomb. I finally watched that Oppenheimer. 3 hours, like more, like 3-something hours. It started off boring, but it was good. And I can see why it got good reviews. It's a hell of a movie, right? But you just got to take it all in, absorb it all in. And the end up, it's just a good, well-made movie, that Oppenheimer. And to be honest, that's probably the only setting I could have watched that movie. The only setting I probably could have endured Oppenheimer was probably on a flight. I watched a few. Going 3 weeks ago, I finally watched Mission Impossible. The last Mission Impossible that came out, I guess, earlier this year, or last year. Yes, I watch movies, man. I watch movies and sleep. Movies and sleep, and play games on my phone. Yeah. But yeah. Long flights, man. Economy, boss is back in the Matrix. Yeah, I'm back in the Matrix. Glad you're so transparent. It's unusual. A black American man. Salute to you, bossy. Oh, right on. Yeah, Boss Rizzolini. You have a good day. How you doing today? You looking beautiful today. Oh, man. Your man is lucky. Oh, man. Everybody smiling. Nice big truck. I'm the same way, man. She say I'm the same way. In the States and overseas, man. Oh, man. Let me get back to work, guys. So I can have money to pay for my next trip. February, I'm going to Brazil. Shout out to ISO Speed, man. ISO Speed is finally going to Africa. He went everywhere else. I say ain't about nothing. After Boss leaves Africa, ISO Speed say he's doing an Africa tour in December. That's what's up. And all that's going to do, which is good, is just more so put Africa on the map, right? These young, really, you talk about young guys, it's old geezers like me and Jordan, but these young streamers with millions of followers, when he go to Africa, that's going to put a lot of eyeballs on Africa, and I guess make it cool. It's going to make it cool to the young kids, so that's what's up. So ISO Speed is going to Africa in December. Ain't that about nothing? Yeah, but in February, I'm going back to Brazil, time number 6. Time number 6. 6 Brazil. A lot of you niggas ain't did Brazil one time. You ain't did Brazil. You ain't did Thailand. You ain't did Africa. But I'm going back to Brazil to do the carnival because I never did a carnival. I've been 5 times, but I never did a carnival. So this is the first time I want to catch a carnival. I hear it's crazy. I have to experience stuff for myself. So I got to get back to work, make this money, stack the money for my next trip in February. But thank you guys for coming out. Shout out to Apartment R, my newest moderator. Shout out to 4 Black Righteousness folks. Shout out to everybody in the building. Melvin Reynolds, Jay Shorts, back in reality, bro. Bonnie D back. If you didn't catch last night's stream, go watch that. It was only 2 hours, right? I was cooking, especially towards the end. Woo. I cooked so hard towards the end, I'm gonna have to make several clips of what I was talking about, even if you skip towards the end. It was only 2 hours. If you skip to the last 30 minutes, I was cooking. I was cooking at the end. So that's my stream last night. I will go live tomorrow afternoon. An official Starbucks rant in America. after I take my test, I won't have my results. You don't get the results that fast anyway. You get them within, normally, I get them in not 24 hours, like 48 hours. They email you your results. But yeah. But anyway, after I get off work, after I go take my test, I'm going to the certain Starbucks in downtown Oakland, near where they had the First Fridays. I'm gonna set up shop, and I'm gonna have a proper Starbucks rant, couple hours, answer questions, and rock out with you guys tomorrow afternoon, my time, whatever it is for y'all. But Big Boss Real Talk, really got to get back to work. Peace. Oh, peace. But yeah, about to check it out next time. Yeah, check out my live stream for last night. And the worst of the worst, this kind of skipped towards the end. Italian Bankster, I gotta go. I gotta get back to work, man. Now you guys coming. I gotta go. Italian Stallion, Gangsta Bankster, Boss is back in the Matrix. Gotta go to work. Peace. Oh man, not the boss. Biggity, iggity, back in Oakland. Oh man.